Alright, what's up YouTube? Just like last format, I did a road to the ban list type thing where I sort of cover all the fake ban lists that I found over the course of time up until what appears to be the right list. If this one ends up being a prank, it's probably the best prank we've ever seen. But I'll get to that in just a moment. Starting off on the 2nd of August, we see this list that bans Rejuve and Card Destruction, limits Dragoons and Thunder King, semis Gale and 1-for-1, and unlimits Earth and Convocation. I don't know. It doesn't really seem to do anything worthwhile. Choices, I guess, necessarily weren't horrible either. But again, it also says 3-1 of 13. And horrible quality. Second list I got sent by a couple of people, but I never saw a source for it. Was this huge list that hits like everything, and it was absolutely retarded. I mean, they even unlimited Dragonfly. Excuse me, I'm sick. So that was just a really bad list. On the 5th, we see one that bans Judgment and Big Eye, Semis, Magician, Dragoons, and Rejuve, or limits those. Semis, all of the big dragons, Plague and Mizuki, and then Spellbook of Secrets and Monster Gate. But unlimited Striker and Earth, Christia, Mirror Force, and Duality. That's a little crazy. There was somebody that alternated that list to, instead of Big Eye, banning Red Eyes, which made no sense at all. Here they limited Gold Sark. Semi stayed the same. And Unlimited here stayed the same. The one thing to notice about this list, when it first went up, people thought it might have been real. I noticed a lot of people missed this fact here, that it said it went through the 31st of March of 2014. So that was pretty much a telltale goof up. On the 7th, we see this list pop up again, but this time it's banning Heavy. We're seeing Cyberstein and Cat come back. We're seeing Stratos and Magician of Faith at 2. And then we're seeing Pot of Greed at 3, along with Gale, Metamorphosis, and Malicious with the Striker again. And then today, I saw this posted up by Cordero. I've got this in a couple of parts here. Apparently the Konami site here uploaded effective September 1, 2013. It's on the correct website. All that's loaded right. Assuming this isn't just a huge Photoshop masterpiece. Updated today's date, the 11th. Apparently it was only up for a couple of minutes before they took it back down, but somebody screen capped it somewhere. Cordero got a hold of it, which is where I saw it. So we see that. Scrolling down on the list a bit here, this is a little difficult to read, but as we get into the ban cards, right here we see Heavy Storm was limited, now newly banned. Onto the semi-limits, or limits rather, we see Deep Sea Diva here at 1. We see Spellbook Magician of Prophecy right there at 1. Going to the 3rd section of this list here. What is this part? Semi-limited part. We see Tensu down to 1 as well. People kept saying they were going to ban Tenki, but that doesn't really make sense. It's the searcher of a very popular archetype that you take away that search power and the deck kind of dies, whereas it can't really go off without Tensu. So seeing the Tensu get limited actually makes sense, but I had never heard anybody say that before. Was forbidden, now limited. Giant Trunade replacing Heavy Storm. That would be one hell of a format. And then Spellbook of Judgment actually going to 1. That's pretty awesome. Then into semi-limited, we see Mizuki to 2. I called this last format, and it didn't happen. But seeing it there is pretty cool. The little YouTube thumbnail kind of cut this off a little bit. You can see the start of was limited there. Book of Moon to 2, something else that I've called for the last at least 2 formats. But then where it gets interesting is down to the very bottom. We have nothing that's going to unlimited, but we do see here all 8 of the Dragon Ruler cards now being listed as special rule. Now, I don't see what that special rule is anywhere. Cordero said that it was you could only use 6 cards that had Dragon Ruler in their name in a deck. So you could play 3 bigs and 3 minis, or 3 of 2 different bigs, or something like that. Which sort of fits into the idea that Konami posted, that these were designed to be support cards for various attribute archetypes, instead of this one self-efficient deck. So if that is the special rule, that would be cool to see something new like that for the ban list. Again, this has currently been switched back to 3-1. This is not what is live up on the site right now, even though, you know, we can see it right there, and all of this is right as well. Could have been a goof. They could have been, you know, setting up for the change on the site, and somebody caught it live. I'm not sure, but if that ends up being the list, that'll be pretty cool, guys. So this has been this format's edition of Path to the Ban List. So talk to you guys later. Peace out.